You guys probably didn't know this about me, but I love Pokemon. I know, it's crazy, right? I probably just blew your mind. You wanna know what's even crazier? A few years back when I was younger, I was addicted to everything Pokemon. And since then, my obsession has only escalated. About a year ago, for some reason, I decided to make my top 18 starter Pokemon from a competitive standpoint. In that video, I said I would make the same type of video, but from a casual standpoint. And until now, I never did. The reason for that was very simple. I wanted to troll you. For an entire year, every single one of you guys were expecting an actual video to be there, but there wasn't. You guys have been trolled. Well, everybody who didn't look at the end of the video and saw that I clearly explained I wasn't gonna make a casual video, you guys weren't trolled, but everyone else that actually thought there's gonna be a video there, for one whole year, you guys have been unintentionally trolled. But since everyone started begging me, dropping down on their hands and knees and begging me for the follow-up / sequel to this, I just had to give it to them. But then, I didn't really know how I was supposed to actually rank these starters from best to worst from a casual standpoint. Why did I even say I was gonna make this in my competitive version? What can you do? Top 18 starter Pokemon casually. How is one starter Pokemon casually more valuable than the other starter Pokemon? How does one say which starter Pokemon is better casually? Does that even make any sense to you? What can you actually do? Like, actually, since I couldn't think of anything reasonable, I asked a couple of you guys on Twitter, and then later on made a full-fledged video addressing said topic. And to be brutally honest with all of you, nobody actually had any good ideas. Now, I'm sure I had a bunch of cool ideas a year ago when I first announced I would make the video, but now, I got nothing. So then I had to look elsewhere. I had to look for an alternative that could still please the fans. What other way could I have possibly made the video everyone had been begging for so long? How could I give back to the fans for all the support they've been giving me? How could I overcome the mountain that came through? I do top 18 favorite. Yeah, the only way I could possibly make and enjoy this video is by making it my top 18 favorites. Everyone and their mothers have been asking me for a top 10 or top 5 favorite Pokemon, so for the time being, this is the best I got. Plus, this video equals instant views because people from my top 18 competitive video are gonna look at this video, and that video has 35,000 plus views, and this video might get more attention than that video, considering this video can be looked at by everyone and enjoyed by everyone, while the competitive version could only be strictly looked at by competitive fans. This video could potentially get more views than the other video, which would mean I get more subscribers, and I get more views, and everyone is happy. Now, if you watched my top 18 starter Pokemon competitive video, you would know I have a strong liking and disliking towards a lot of the starters. For example, when I was talking about Embor, I was saying for a lot of the time that I really didn't like it. And when I was talking about Blastoise, a lot of the time I was talking about how awesome and beastly the 3 cannons look on its arms and head. Now, quite obviously, this video is gonna have a high dosage of, God I say it, opinions. Yeah, that forbidden O word. So when I rain the shitstorm all over your favorite starter, that's why. Meganium. The rules of the video are very simple. When I judge the starter Pokemon, I'll include all their evolutions. Just to emphasize one more time that this is all my opinion. I won't hate you for your opinion, so you don't hate me for mine. We good? I will honestly, seriously, not really try my hardest to not bash your starter. I'll probably shit all over them, to be completely honest with you. And to clear up all possible confusion that you may have about the list, they're not included. So now that I've successfully wasted 4 minutes of your time, let's begin the video. I hate Embor. I really hate Embor. It's just that simple. This fat ass pig really pisses me off. I hate Embor mostly because of Hugh and his Embor. His Embor, oh my god. His Embor really knew how to grind my gears. His Embor reminds me of one of those guys in movies or TV shows that are like really high and mighty. They also have like those really annoying voices. They think they have all the power in the world and they can do whatever they want, only to see them get their asses thoroughly handed to them in the end. Kind of like when Luffy punched the Celestial Dragon in One Piece. To be honest, I think Embor resembles the Celestial Dragon. I see it. Anyway, Embor's design, shit. Move pool, shit. Abilities, shit. Experiences, shit. All of that put together is the recipe for every Pokemon I hated soup. Hugh's Embor, however, is just an overdose of all those ingredients. Pokemon Black and White 2 were the first Pokemon games that I really got into, and Hugh and his Embor gave me the first glimpse of what it really means and feels like to hate a Pokemon. Not to mention that Embor gets bodied by most of the gym leaders in its region. What kind of sane person would actually want to use him? I will say one positive thing though. Tepig is really cute. But when Pignite comes, that's when I lose all respect. Now because I've simply shared 6 minutes of my opinion, I've successfully started over 9,000 fanboy riots and death threats in the comments. Now since I don't want to leave too much negative energy in the universe, let's just move on with the list. Number 17, Meganium. Now if you remember what I said about Meganium in my top 18 starter Pokemon competitive video, you would probably remember me saying that Meganium sucked 10 seconds after I said I won't bash your starter. Or maybe you don't remember. I know that I remember. You guys simply won't let me forget. But the truth is, I don't actually hate Meganium. Yeah, the only Pokemon on this list that I legitimately hate is Embor.
Legitness!
So yeah, the Meganium fans watching this video should be celebrating. Truth be told, I don't really have any opinions on Meganium at all. But the entire Chikorita line gets completely bodied by most of the gym leaders in this region.
What does Delphox?
I have the exact same opinions with Delphox as I do with Meganium. Their positions on this list are very interchangeable. That's all I really have to say, to be honest with you. The Bulbasaur line is the original line of starter Pokemon. Who could hate them? In my opinion, it has a really basic design and I don't really have many memories to go along with him. But in competitive, oh ho ho, do I have a lot of fun. Mega Venusaur has Giga Drain and Synthesis. These moves correspond with his ability Thick Fat and his overall bulky stats. I love Mega Venusaur. This Pokemon just stays up for days if you play your cards right. Mega Venusaur stays in there, eating up all the hits in the world, heals himself, and takes away your health in the process. It's a fun Pokemon I like using simply because of the fact that it never dies. You would work so hard, bringing his health down to as low as 15%, and right before you know it, it'll just heal itself back up with Synthesis. This Pokemon is the competitive equivalent to a troll, which fits my personality all too perfectly. Chespin looks cute and adventurous. Paladin is the biggest what the fuck Pokemon since Garbodor. And Chestnut's a pretty cool Pokemon in my opinion. It's got a unique typing, unique stats compared to most other grass type Pokemon, and Spiky Shield, which is a pretty unique move. Spiky Shield prevents any attack targeted at the user from striking it on that turn. If a contacting move is targeted on the user on that turn, the attacker receives the damage. They get a taste of their own medicine. All in all, this evolution line is pretty good in my opinion. I like this Pokemon. I'm not too sure why, but I generally have a liking towards Pokemon based off these vicious animals and have that giant yet somewhat cocky smile. Like Luffy, Electivire, and Darmanitan. Feraligatr pulls off that smile quite nicely in my opinion. Feraligator's even got that cool mohawk sort of thing going on. The armor things on its arms and knees just add more to its already epic design. All in all, I think Feraligator's a cool Pokemon. Totodile is a pretty cute Pokemon with its tiny body and enormous eyes. And while this probably is an unpopular opinion, I think Crocodile is even cuter than Totodile, with its polka dotted belly button and its overly chubby face. I mean, just look at it. Don't you just want that thing as a pet? Maybe not. Forget that last part. But I think we should all come down to a general consensus that Feraligator's best and most important attributes is that ass. Oh yeah. The Piplup evolution line is really cool. Piplup of course is a fan favorite, but in my opinion is pretty overrated. I think Piplup is cute and all, but I don't find it nearly as cute as a lot of people, and really doesn't deserve all the attention it actually gets. Yup, come on, hate me. I'm sure you guys couldn't possibly hate me any more than you did in the last video. And no, that's not a challenge. Piplup is okay, nothing really to talk about, but Empoleon! Oh my god, Empoleon! Empoleon is labeled the Emperor Pokemon. If that alone isn't just screaming beast, then I don't know what is. It's got those nice light and dark shades of blue flowing across its body that just scream badass all over it. And did I mention them 3 spikes though? Whew, godlike. Few Pokemon have attained his level of badassery. If on top of all of that you still don't think Empoleon is a badass, then son, you go get your ass checked because you are clearly not looking at this Pokemon correctly. Now I'm not too fond of Piplup or Piplup, nor do I play this Pokemon competitively, nor have I played a Pokemon game using this Pokemon. Because of those 3 major factors, I can't logically put it any higher on the list. I like the Turtwig evolution line for more or less the same reasons I like the Piplup evolution line. Turtwig is actually really cute and far more cute than Piplup in my opinion. Grottle's pretty cool, and Torterra is a badass. The only reason the Turtwig evolution line placed higher than the Piplup evolution line is because of Grottle. I don't know why, I just really like Grottle. It just appeals to me for some reason. It's one of those things you just can't explain, you know? Squirtle is a beast. He's got swag, attitude, and those sunglasses. God damn those sunglasses. That one episode in the Pokemon anime is the entire reason Squirtle placed this high on the list. I don't know if this should count or not, but in Project M, Squirtle has his side B and his godlike up smash that flies you over to the heavens. But above all of that, he just has those sunglasses. Those sunglasses, man. He rocks those sunglasses like no one could ever rock those sunglasses. Ain't nobody in the history of ever could rock those sunglasses like the head honcho Squirtle Squad Squirtle could rock those sunglasses. And that Mega Blastoise? Mega Blastoise is as beast as they come, man. Just look at it. Look at it! Those cannons just speak for themselves. Unfortunately, every other evolution in the middle of Squirtle and Mega Blastoise just flat out sucks. I mean, nothing is good about them, and just nothing about them appeals to me. And that, my friends, is how Squirtle just edged it out into the top 10. And that concludes the first part of this video series, more like a project actually. Part 2 won't be coming till August when I finish my summer school, but if I work hard enough and stop playing Smash Bros all day, I could probably get it done before then. So, wish me luck, I guess? Bye!